Good morning, everybody. Glad you could be here on this Monday morning. Yeah. So I know last week I said I wasn't going to do a stream. This week's a little crazy, but powered through a bunch of stuff yesterday, and yeah, I think I got enough stuff ready for the week that I'll do a couple hours this morning. So since we've only got a couple hours, we're just going to jump straight into it. But yeah, so today we're working on Tomb of Versilius. Hopefully, I mean, I don't have that in the title, but just working on the RPG. So let's pull up the Trello board. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name Trello. And let's just get a look at what we've potentially got on the docket today. So I was thinking about a couple things this morning, and one of those things was, so we had in our backlog, so we've got Create and Exit, which we can probably bring back over here now into the new category, just because we have 2 floors now, so we can technically move from room to room. But originally I was thinking about having a key get randomly spawned in the dungeon, which is fine. We can still do that. Something else I'm thinking, though, is instead of having a key, having a switch somewhere that spawns. The reason why I'm thinking this, first of all, we don't really have a traditional inventory system in the game. Really, the inventory is the D20s you put down here in the bottom left corner. I could have some type of inventory over here in the bottom right corner, but the reason why I'm thinking not is because this bottom right corner is probably going to be menu items. So there's probably, whatever kind of menu items we're going to need are probably going to go over here, potentially. I'm still not sure on this bottom right corner. Something else that I'm considering is kind of like we were working on last week with the 4 stats, the vitality, the dexterity, the strength, the luck. I know that we had been talking about maybe reducing that to 3 instead of having the 4. I really like having the luck modifier, but something that I realized we might want to do is having some type of like a character sheet. So I could use this space here, like the luck space, to put like a button to switch to a character sheet. But that's very potential. Very, very potentially. The biggest reason why it's potentially is because there are some things that I'm like, if I add them, would it be fun? Maybe. Would it be traditional? Yes. And so I'm kind of at this crossroads where I'm like, do I go more traditional? And I'm like, yes, we need to have some type of character sheet where we can adjust character stats and things like that, because that's how you do it in RPGs. But then that starts leading into, what if I start making it so you can have some type of like armor that's dictated by D20s? But then it starts taking me down a whole rabbit hole that I don't think we need to go down. So, very much on the fence about that. But anyway, so not having a key that you pick up just because we don't really have a traditional inventory system. And so I'm like, where would I put the indicator that you have the key? I mean, it could be that when you get all the way up here to whatever room the door would be in, that would be where you'd be like, oh, the door is locked, I can't go, still have to find the key. Oh, excuse me. And so there's that. But I figured if there's a switch somewhere, if you were to come to this room here, and there's a switch in this room, and you flip the switch, and then it just displays a little message down here, maybe in the card area, displays a little message down here, and it's just like, you hear the sound of a door opening in the distance, or something like that. I figure that might work well enough. Hopefully. We'll see. So I figure we're going to give that a try instead of having a key randomly spawn in the dungeon. So we're going to put this into canceled. Hey, it's the first thing in canceled. Just because I don't think a key would be as good. So, yeah. Anyway, so I am going to say I'm trying to decide if it's worth. I kind of want to work on art stuff today, which would be adding dungeon decorations. So I think I'm going to build out that system to have decorations in the dungeon, and we'll make 1 or 2. So let me just put that into progress, and I'll show you what I'm meaning. So we've got our dungeon right here, right? Actually, let's do this. I'm just going to pull up images, pictures. Let's scroll down here. So these are our rooms, right? I was kind of talking about this last week. I don't think I ever really showed it. So this kind of cycles through every single room shape that we have. And the idea is I want to create decorations for these rooms just to add some variety to them. So I say decorations, but what I mean is, I'll show you. So let's pull up. I want to pull up one with all the doors because I want these decorations to be universal. I don't want it to be like, oh, this room is, room 7. There's nothing back here, so we can put stuff here. Eventually, we could do something like that, but it would get a little bit complicated, which is fine. Like, we can do complicated. I would just have to create a whole lot more assets, which I want to avoid, which is why I want to make them universal. So it doesn't matter whether there is a door here in the back, a door here on the side, whatever. It's universal. It can be used, whatever. So we are going to, we're going to create decorations. So the way I'm going to do this, because I don't want to, because right now it's pixelated, right? It's all pixelated art, but each pixel is technically 4x4 pixels. So that is considered 1 pixel, right? So everything is dictated by this 4x4, right? So you got a 4x4 gap there, 4x4, 4x4, and so on and so forth. Gets a little annoying, and you can accidentally make the art not quite right. So we're just going to come down here. We're going to reduce, not canvas size. We're going to reduce the image size to 25%. That should make it so that everything is just a pixel. I'm gonna add 1 pixel. There we go. Perfect. Okay, next thing we need is, there we go, color palette. Just want to make sure we're working within our color palette. We're not going outside of that. So let's do this. We're going to reduce this by 25%. Nope. We want to do this. Nearest neighbor. Okay, there we go. 25%. Perfect. Okay, so there's our color palette. Now the decorations that I'm talking about. So let's do a new layer. We'll just call it Deco 1. Yeah. So that if we do something like, if we were to just have, say, let's come over here, grab you. Okay, what color are you? Okay, you're that one. So let's just go with some darker bricks. And so if we were to do something like this, really quick. I also want to have 25%. I also want to have a reference for not having doors. And I know I just said that I want to make sure that I can do any and everywhere, but the reason why I want to do a reference with and without doors is, so let's say, for example, there's no door there, right? So I don't want to start doing work on, like, say, this brick right here, right? Because if I were to come in here and I did decorations and I went 1 shade darker, I make this one darker, yada, 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 fill that in, right? Great. We've got a separately colored brick, add a little bit of depth. But if we come into this room, you're going to have that one line. But I can't really fix it on here because yada, yada, yada. So, because these decorations are going to show on top of, so you're going to have the walls, the room, and then you're going to have a separate picture that shows on top of that. That way we can have any variety to it, and yeah, hopefully just add all the variety. So I just want to take a look at one thing really quick with the stream. Last week, okay, good. Last week, I completely forgot on the live stream on Friday. Was it Friday? Whatever day it was that I got the dual streaming, the multi-streaming set up, whatever that was, I forgot to set my YouTube video to public, so it was unlisted. And so the whole stream, I'm like, where's everyone? Like, why? Like, I mean, yeah, I know I don't have very many subscribers, but I'm like, no one's on YouTube. That'd be why. It was unlisted. Okay, let's jump into this. All right, so let's... Yes. Okay, so let's see here. So none of these bricks. So we could... Yeah, let's just start doing some different colored bricks. So we're just going to do that. Actually, I can make this a lot faster. I'm going to do 1 tolerance, contiguous. Actually, I have no idea what that word is. Contiguous or contiguous? I don't know. I've never bothered to look it up. So what we can do is we will just, on this layer, just select a handful of bricks. Nothing crazy, just enough to add some variety to the bricks. You, and let's go with you. Whoa! And then over here on the decoration layer, we'll turn off contiguous. There we go. And that will add a little bit of variety to the room. I know it's not much, but our eyes are they're very good at seeing differences. So if you just keep walking from room to room, like if you're in a section, you know, like let's say, for example, if we come over here and look at this map, if you're on this map, right, and you're in this section, like somewhere around here, and every room is going to be a 4-way directional movement, it becomes very difficult. Like you wouldn't have any way to differentiate between these two rooms. They would look the exact same, especially if there was no items and no monsters in them. They'd look the exact same. And so if you add some decoration, if you make it so that there's some visual way to see the difference between the rooms, it goes a really long way. Something else we could do as well, we just grab like 1 or 2, just a very few amount. Here we go, and I don't think I can use that one. Yeah, I can't use that one. We'll do that one. And if we grab 2 lighter here, there we go. And there's a little bit more. Yeah, there's a little bit more. Okay. So then, the way we're going to do this is if we save... Nope, we don't want to save to the cloud. We want to save in here. And we will call this Decor 1. Okay, that's good to go. Now, let's come over here. I think what I'm going to do is on the spawn monsters / items script. So right now... Okay, so this is spawning items and monsters if there's nothing spawned yet. Well, that's telling the room what to have. And then everything from here down is actually spawning the monsters and spawning the items. There's no wait. There's no there. So I think what we can do is at the bottom here. Yeah. So then let's make a comment. Create decorations. Create room decorations. Okay. So I want to have something kind of like this conditional branch. Only problem now. So I've got a bunch of variables set up, right? So room number 1, you've got layout, monster, item 1, item 2. And then it goes on to room 2, room 3, room 4, room 5, all the way up to room 60. So that's how many rooms we've got. The problem is I now need to have 60 more variables specifically for the room decorations, which is a lot. And I don't want to disturb the bestiary. The bestiary? Now I can't remember how it's pronounced. Bestiary. Pretty sure that's what it was. I don't want to mess that up because it has to go in a flow, right? So if I were to just, if I'm like, all right, there's monster 1, there's monster 2, and then if I start making the room decorations and I start here and I go through the 60 variables and then I pick up the bestiary again starting here, it's going to mess the whole thing up. So I want to make sure, how many monsters are we going to want? That's kind of the problem right now. So, okay, what do we got here? Let's pull up a calculator. So right now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 variables for every monster we want. Okay, that's not too bad. So see, here's the thing. I don't want to do too many monsters. Like, in my mind, I'm like, 100 monsters. I feel like 100 would be a good amount. But that's 500 variables. And we're not about to do 500 variables. But should we just say that's what we want? 5 times 100, so 500 variables? Okay, well, if we do that, we've got a long way to go from here. Because we are at 341. So 341 plus 500 is going to put us at 841. 841 variables. Man. Which is fine. I mean, really, it just gets to the point where it's difficult to manage, right? Like, remembering where these blocks of variables are. Because I do the same thing for the rooms, right? So you've got the block of variables for the room. So from variable 101 to variable 340. That is the room variable block. So it'll be the same here. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So 841. So let's go with 900. We're going to start at 900. So then 841 is to have 100 monsters, which I feel like is good. But then here's the thing. Once I start getting to the point where I'm like, if I do 50 monsters and I'm like, that is a lot of monsters, we are good on monsters, then I can just start from 841, working backwards on adding other variables. So that way, I won't have wasted space on variables, but it's also just a variable database. It's not like it's using any data if I just have a blank variable, right? So let's start here. Room, decor, 1. And let's add a space. I learned this with the room variables. If you'll notice, there's a spot right here from room 31. I then add a space to room space 32 dash, which usually I don't like to do. I like to follow the whole camel case thing when doing variables. I've kind of picked it up in all naming schemes, even with file structures on my computer. But I noticed it's so much easier to rename variables because when you add the space, I can just double click the number and it selects just the number. Whereas over here, when I was double clicking the number, yeah. Anyway, weird side note, side tangent, weird stuff. So yeah, so if I double click, it'll just select the number. So actually something else I could do is just copy that. Okay, so we're going to need 60 and each one of these pages is 20. So we just need to go through and add all of these. And okay, and then what I can do is just 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna take a while. Whoop. Now something I want to do. So then I can come in here. copy that. There we go. Off to a good start. Now the reason why you probably notice I'm clicking in weird ways. I'm clicking off to the side and then over there. The reason I am doing that is because Windows is kind of weird with their text selection. So if I were to come over here, actually, so if I were to select this, sometimes if I click in the same spot, it sees it as a double click, which I guess isn't necessarily a weird thing on Windows. It's a good thing, but I'm not trying to double click. I'm trying to just click in that area. So if I click off to the side and then over, it knows that I'm not double clicking, and it just puts me at the end of the text box. Okay, let's go 4 and D. 4D. Do I have? Yeah. I was thinking for a second that I didn't have the right amount of variables for some reason. Thought I needed another line of 10. But I'm going up to 60, not into 60, right? So we're fine. Crap, that's right. All right, we're going with 920. Room 60. Man, I mean, it makes sense if I have to go up to 60. I just thought it was going to be a clean, 20. It should be a clean, because it's 20, 40, 60. All right, where did I mess up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. 60. Okay, wait. I'm counting, but then I forgot to actually keep track of. There we go. Jeez, come on. Head in the game. It's a little early. It hasn't kicked in yet. Okay, there we go. Room 1 decor. 841. Good times. So, here is where I'm going to kind of copy a bit of this. So, this script right here, right? So if I come down here, conditional branch. So this is going off of, so room variable, variable value 100. So 100 is the player location, I believe. Player location. Okay, so this is going to be set to for every spot the player's in, right? So like this is location 1. So this variable 100 would be equal to 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So if the player is starting over here in 6, then this variable would be 6. So what we need to do is say variable, 100 plus 4. Three, 4. Oh, right. Okay. So what we need to do then is we go. The first variable, room decor 1, is 841 minus 4. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 837. So we're going 837. 837. So basically what this is doing is it's going to Oh, we don't need 4 times that. So we're going off of... Yes. Yeah. Okay. So if 837 plus... player location. I don't think I need all of these parentheses now, though. Because basically what this is doing, it's grabbing this. This is the beginning variable. So what we can do actually is just do 841, because we're not multiplying, right? Because the way that I was doing it before is I could, wherever I started it, it needed to add 4, because each room had 4 variables to it, and so I was adding 4. Anyway, so yeah, so starting at 841 plus the player location. Or do I need to start at 840? Yes, because if you're starting at 840, which is not room number 1 decor, but then it's adding, because the player location can never be, well, it will never be 0. It will always be between 1 and 60. So if you start at variable 841, if the player is in room 6, it will then say if variable 846 is equal to 0, which 846 is room number 6. Okay, so if that is 0, so if it hasn't spawned a decoration yet, then what we need to do is... Okay, so that was just that. So then what we need to do is set... Okay, we just need this. So this is just to set variable number 840 plus player location. So this is setting the variable 846 to a random number between 1 and 2. This is technically between 0 and 1, but then add +1 makes it a random number between 1 and 2. Okay, but let's just do, for now, a random variable between 1 and 1. This way, I can test it. I can make sure it's working, right? Actually... let's not have the +1. Let's not have it. Because if there's no decoration, yes. Okay. So room, what did I call it? Room decor. Oh, what did I call it? What did I call it? Where are you? There you go. Yeah, you're just called decor. How come when I did... Oh, it's because I just didn't look over. I literally just had to go over 1 inch. Oh, good job, Kevin. Okay, so let's... Oh, that's actually another thing we need to do. We need to resize that. Excuse me. Okay, we need to resize that. There we go. You are good. Let's do that. Let's... We can just resize that back down, because it's going to be blank. You are decor 0. So, not every room is going to have decor, obviously. So what we can do is if we just say you are decor 0, then over here... Okay, so this is setting a random number between 0 and 1. Perfect. So then... Okay, so we want this stuff to show up behind the monsters, though. So right now, the monsters and items are spawning in 46 and 47. Okay, let's come over here. I have kind of a rough list of this stuff. Okay, so POV is 37 through 48. What images am I using right now? Okay, so 48 is the transition animation. So we can't do that. Obviously, we would need to stick it under 46 anyway, because 46 and 47 are the items and the monsters. And I want those to show up over any decorations that we've got. So, 48, whatever. Okay, so when we're moving, what are we doing here? 92, blah, 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 blah. Transition. Okay. Okay, so that's moving the player's location. Is it in the transition? That's the fog. I think I'm just gonna change that. We're just gonna call it Dungeon Fog. Okay, that's just Dungeon Fog. Let's see. Waking up, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Good old 8:30 on a Monday. Okay, so we've got the transition animation that it's playing. So image 48. What? Oh, these are the cards. Okay, so that's when it hides the cards. There's the transition animation. That's playing all the different directions. Where is it showing the room? Who and where? Who and where is showing... Okay, so it's showing the room. Ha! Beat you at your own game. Okay, that's the fog. Actually, I just realized something. I just want to check. Okay, that is still showing properly. I made some OBS adjustments last week. As you can notice, I've got a green screen now. I'm still figuring out how to make it look good so I don't have this green fringe around my hair. But anyway, so I made some changes and I wasn't sure if when I did the test play, if it would still show. But it looks like it does, so that's good. Alright, where is this being shown? So that's the player damage. That is the dice move. Oh, that's you being able to pick up and move your dice. That's right. Card draws, loading. This is just the draw and attack buttons. That's the bestiary. Saving throw. You are some unnamed script, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Spawn/move dungeon. I feel like this is what it's got to be. But what is it? Okay, that's setting the variables. Set variable, moving the pictures. Okay, this is all just moving the player's icon around the minimap. So this whole script is just moving this guy right here around. Okay. Picture. That's moving the picture. Okay. And that's just telling it to do nothing. This one. Okay, so this is the Dungeon Fog. Okay, Dungeon Fog, 71. Okay, whatever, that's fine. POV transition. So that's getting rid of the cards. That through that. This is the transition animation. There it is. Okay, so picture 37. Is that like basically the beginning? So the POV area, 37, of course. So we can do 38, I believe. Maybe? I guess we can see. If we do this... I wish there was a way... I wish there was a way to see what pictures are being used. But for now, we'll just call that good. Okay, so POV transition. Let's just copy that script. Come down here. So okay, so this sets the variable between 0 and 1. And then this is going to show an image. So we're going to show image number 38. We're going to call this decor, and this is based off of variable not 93. Well, crap, I forgot that's how I was doing it. We may need one more variable. So we've got the room decor, right? Everything's great there. But I also have other variables that are current room, layout, monster, item 1, item 2. So I think we need to have... Well... No, I don't think we need that, actually. Thank you. Yeah, it's coming along. Oh, you mean the green screen? The green screen of the game. I guess if you mean the green screen, I appreciate it. It gets the job done anyway. It makes it so I'm not blocking as much of the screen, and I can only go so far. Yeah, definitely new to the whole figuring out green screen thing. So probably gonna need to watch some tutorial on how to make the green fringe around my head a little bit less. Anyway, okay, so yeah, so room. So I don't think I need current room variables. I believe what I can do is if I just set, let's grab this code, because that's already good to go. I think if I grab 2 there, so we've got 1, 2, 3 open, 4 open. Oh, geez, never mind. Okay, so we need there to there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. There. 3 open, 3 close. That's the worst part about JavaScript, making sure that all of your parentheses are good to go. Okay, so this is going to show picture decor plus variable 840 plus player location. Yes. Yeah. That should be right. So if you're in room 1, that would be show variable 841. I am now just realizing I do need game variables. $840. I almost forgot game variables. Okay, so yeah, so show picture, game variables, 840 plus that. Yes. Yeah, that should be right. So yeah, game variable 840 plus That's what I thought. That is what I thought. So we do not want to close this bracket yet. So we're going to do 840. So show game variables value 840 plus game variables value 100. So that should set it to 840 plus whatever value this is, which should be 1 through 60. So it'd be 840 plus 1 plus 2 plus 10 plus 50. Yes. Yes, that should be right. And then this positioning should be right, because this should be the same dimensions as the room. So, yeah, 640, 182, show it at 100, 100, 255. Okay. There we go. So, with any luck, let's actually do this random variable just between +1. So, yeah, so just 1. This way, I will always get the room decor. So, if I come in here, unexpected token. Crap. Okay, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh, I don't need that. So let's get rid of some of these brackets. Wait, I need more brackets over here. What am I doing? Okay, so yeah. So plus game variables value. So we've got 1 open, 2 open, 3 open. Close, close, close. Okay. That should be right. Hey, there we go. Look at that. We got the decor on the wall. We got the different colored bricks. Yeah. Okay. So if that's the case, we can get rid of this +1 random between 1 and 2. So with that, we should be able to have some rooms have the different colored bricks, and some don't. So this one's got the different colored bricks. If we go forward, no different colored bricks. If we come over here, no different colored bricks. That's the problem with randomness. Now I'm like, okay, but is it actually working in these other rooms, or was it just working in that one room? I don't know if it's actually working. Oh, crap. Let's try that again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, net one. Okay. Before we start getting the randomization, let's come down here. Random number between 1 plus 1. Okay. Okay, let's give that a try. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it should set every room to being... Yeah. Okay, there we go. So every room is different now. So maybe it was just that randomization. Again, it's random numbers is much more different in a computer's mind than it is in our mind. You know, with randomization, you would think, okay, this room's going to have the different colored bricks. The next 2 won't. The next one will. The next one won't. There could literally be hundreds of rooms that don't have the different colored bricks in computer randomization. There we go. There we go. Okay, so one has the random bricks. The other one... crap. Okay. What have I done? Yeah, now it's just being completely random. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? All right, let's come down here. Okay. So if you're equal to 0. But you shouldn't have been 0. Why? You wouldn't have been 0. Why? Why? All right, we're coming down to variables. 840. Okay. I get it now. I get it now. Okay, well that's not right. But I get what's happening now. So here's what's going on. Right now, I have a if statement, an if branch, an else handler, if you will. And it is saying if the room decoration variable is equal to 0, then you need to set it to something. But since I currently have a room decoration file name of 0, which would not put a decoration, which is what I want, it then runs through this else handler again when you come back into the room, because it's like, oh, there's no decoration in this room. Let's add a decoration. So if you were in a room with no decoration, you're like, this is just what the room looks like. When you leave and come back, this will then be like, oh, there's no decoration here. Let's set a decoration. So here's what we're going to do. We need to, again, come in here, have the +1. So random between 1 and 2. And then we need to come in here, and we're going to say the decor. Okay, so decor 1 is now decor 2. Decor 0 is now decor 1. Yes. That should be what we need to do. Let's come in here. And then, if we come all the way back down here to 841... Yes, that is right. So room decor 1, well, obviously we're not in room 1, so that's not going to be anything. Let's Seems quiet. Too quiet. The music ended. Forgot to turn the shuffle and repeat on. Okay. Yes, so that's right. Okay. Now, if I leave this room and I go into room 3. Yes. Yeah. So room 2 has a decor of 1. Room 3 has a decor of 1. So this is going to randomly generate the decorations in the room as you go throughout the dungeon. Crap. Let's try it again. Let me escape. Oh, crap. That's okay. There we go. Now we have a room decor. Room number 2, decor of 2. 841. Yeah, there we go. Room decor of 2. If we come over here. But that should be room decor of 1. And those variables should stay as you go throughout the dungeon. So as you're going through the dungeon, it'll be spawning those decorations, and then it'll just give you the opportunity to, well, you don't get the opportunity, but the engine gets an opportunity to decorate the rooms as you go through. And as I just realized what I did wrong. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now we need to add another conditional branch. No, we don't. We can just put an else handler on here. And then this. Let me explain. So, this conditional branch, if the room had no decorations, if it was at a 0, it would set the variable to, right now, between 1 and 2. 1 being undecorated, 2 being decoration number 1. And then it would show the picture. And then it would be good. You'd be fine. And then you would leave the dungeon. But then when you came back, since the room decoration wasn't a 0, it was a 1 or a 2, it wouldn't show the picture. So with the else handler, it's saying if it's set to 0, then you need to assign a value, but if it's not, then just show the picture. No value required. Okay, now if I come in here and test that, okay, so that is a 1. Come up over here, that is also a 1. Oh, there we go, Blackjack. I'm not even going to try to run away from this guy, because his opportunity of attack is quite high. Now if I come over here, that is also a 1. Even with testing, sometimes I'm like, is this actually working correctly? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, yeah. So it's working correctly. There we go. Now, let's test this. I leave, and I come back. There we go. Perfect. Okay. That is what we like to see. So I can leave, come back, leave, come back. Perfect. Okay, so then at this point, we need more decorations. We need more. You are going down, buddy. Crap. You are going down, buddy. Yeah. Told you. Alright, let's make some more decorations. Let's come over here. We're gonna hide the color palette for now, though. Okay. Here we go. So what's the plan? The plan is we're going to... Okay, so decor 1, or deco 1. Let's actually save this to the cloud. We're going to call this room decor template. That way it's just easy, ready to go, so I can just jump in here and add decorations. So we can do goo. We can do decor 2. Okay. Right, I want to have a space there. No, right? Yeah. Oh, that's why. I know you can't see it. I'm changing file names down here. And I had the first one set to Deco 1, and then I did the second one, Decor 2, and I was like, why? Anyway, okay. So Decor 2. I'm thinking some vines. Add some vines, that'd be a good time. Let's do that. Alright, so let's start right here. Just kind of have these vines. Let's just kind of do something like this. The vines are coming up, going along the wall. Okay, I'll have some branch off over here. Okay. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, let's come over here. Have those guys kind of coming up, zigzagging through the bricks. Have you branch off this way. I'll have you branch off this way as well. That's gonna mess with the perspective. Let's not have you branch off. Okay. Yeah. Let's have it be a little bit thicker down here at the bottom. It's a little thinner as it goes up. Okay. Same thing with over here. This be a little bit thicker toward the bottom. Okay, let's get rid of that there. Okay, then I would say the next thing we need to do is clean it up a little bit. So let's go with pencil. One. So we're just gonna kind of clean up some of these corners. Make them a little less jagged looking. Maybe a little bit of that. You. I like the song. This one. Just to make it look a little more flowy. Okay. There we go. So this will be just thinking out loud here. Should we add some like thorn type things to them? Just like some gray spots here and there. Yeah, I like that plan. Okay, but how does that look on the walls themselves? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So the great thing about this is I can have really as many as I want and as many variants as I want. So basically the idea, so if I come over here, have I already changed this variable? I think I did. It's random between, nope. Okay, so if I come in here, yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, nothing. Again, random numbers for computers, very different from how you would expect your own random numbers to be. It's there. It's there. It's just really, really tiny. That's what she said. Okay. 400. Save. Okay, so let's give that a test. Sorry, I'm just jotting something down really quick. Okay, so there we go. Different colored bricks. Let's destroy this guy. Nope. There we go. Hey, got some vitality. Alright, come on. Show me the vines. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's not too bad. There we go. We got some vines. Okay. It's not too bad. Well, there we go. Alright, I think we're going to add one more decoration. Because right now, only having between... There's a 1 in 3 chance that there will be nothing in the room, right? Which is fine. But I do want to make sure the rooms basically always have some type of variety feel, right? Plus this one. Yeah. I wanna try something. So decor 3. I want to try something, and that is I want to see if I can do easily a animated one. Yeah, that should be the problem is if I were to do animated decorations. I'm gonna have to set an else handler. I'm gonna have to create a branch every single time for every single animated one, which there shouldn't be very many. So I'm sitting here trying to think about it, and I'm like, okay, what would I do that's animated? Torches? Maybe like drips of water? I feel like there wouldn't be that many. And so I could just have a separate event that handles those types of animations. Let's give it a try. Let's see how easy it is. We're just going to do a simple torch on the wall. Let's grab some as close to brown as I have in my color palette. And let's just set it like right here. Let's start him going up. Yeah, that's a sconce. That's a sconce if I ever did see one. Okay, and then the red, kind of have it come up. Now, how many frames of animation are we going to want? It can be different for every one. Yeah, we can have it be different for every one. So I think what we're going to do... Yeah, let's do that. So let's create a new folder here really quick. Decor 3. And we're going to do frame 1. I just want to make sure we get the proper frames. So we've got frame 1. Let's also add flicker. So let's add a flicker to the flame. Let's make it like 20. Crap. This is an odd number, which is difficult to do when you're doing pixel art. Well, it's not difficult. It can be a little weird, though. Okay, so let's do, you are 16, so we'll do 8. And then you to you is 16, so we'll do another 8. Okay, so that should be centered. So now let's go with yellow. Oh, crap. We want that anti-A-list. Anti... We don't want it anti-aliasing. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Like that. Perfect. Now, what we want to do is come down here to the room. We're going to select you. And then if we do flicker, that way it's not... Oh my gosh, just deselect. Okay. Instead of doing yellow, let's just do one. I don't know. Maybe the yellow's fine. Maybe a deeper yellow. I guess that looks fine for now. Maybe it's just not big enough. Is that the problem? It's not big enough. Oh, yeah. Let's do 23 pixels. We're gonna fill that in with the same yellow. All right. We're gonna come down here to the room, select the brick outline, and get rid of that part on the flicker. And then let's do. Okay, so that was 23 pixels. Let's do 25. So it's just slightly larger. And then we'll grab a one deeper shade of yellow. Oh, that's right. Okay, I was wondering why. That makes sense. Okay, so we come over here to the flicker. Yeah, I think that looks okay. We can always come in and change it later. And maybe we'll do too darker. So it has just like that little bit of like it's like fading out at the edges. So I want to try and avoid using transparencies as much as possible. I want it to be solid colors so that we can stick with this color palette. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we've got flicker 1, we'll call that. And then, so this is going to be the larger flicker. Flicker 2, we need to be slightly smaller. Let's copy you and you. Let's get rid of you. So it's 21, so we want 19 pixels. For the next flicker, which should then be 7. And from there to there is 16, so we'll do 8 again. That makes sense. All right, then we fill that in. Then we do 21 as the outer. Paste you. And then we want to select the in-between on the bricks. Do that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because then we can flicker. Wait, no. That wasn't as small as I thought. That's 23. Okay, that's fine. We can recreate that pretty quickly. So we want 21 on the outer. Yes. Okay, so let's fill that in with the lighter yellow. I'll do 23 on the outer. Yeah. So then if I do that, that is one bigger. Yes. Okay. All right, so then let's select the brick in between, delete that part of the flicker. So then I should be able to do, so it's gonna flicker like that. Just faster and without the tween in between. Okay, so that's the flicker. Now we want to do the flame. So the flame, maybe we need to have a brighter red. That actually might be what's throwing me off. Because it's such a dark red, it doesn't look like it should be emitting light. Right? So then let's come over here to yellow. There we go. That's okay. That looks better. That looks better. That looks better. Okay. Gotta learn how to make fire look good. Okay, is that currently the brightest? Yes. So then let's go dimmer as it goes. No. We're gonna stick simple with the fire. Okay, there we go. So we got flame 1. Frame 1, not flame 1. Frame 1. So that's frame 1. Frame 2. Okay, so we're gonna have on frame 2, we're gonna have. Should we have everything move on 2 pixels? So let's do. So if we did, well, so we got 1, 2, and then that's 2 above. So we're gonna have you come up, up. Have you switch that to that? No, actually, let's just use the eraser. Yes, then you're gonna come down 1, 2, 3. So let's fill that in like that. Okay. Yeah, because I've got the 3 spots. Okay, let's just take a look. We'll see what it looks like. If we think it looks terrible, then we'll change it. But for now, then you'll come up 1, you'll come up 1, you'll come up 1. Okay, and then frame 4. You'll come up 1, you'll come up 1, you'll come down 1, 2, 3. And then let's move this up 1 now. Okay. So then, yeah, 4 frames. I think we just need 4 frames. So then, on that, it comes up. There we go. Hold up now. I think that will look fine. This should also make it pretty easy because we can do flicker 1 for frame 1 and 2. And then frame 3 and 4 get flicker 4. Yes. Okay, so now we just need to erase you. Let's save the template. I've had way too many times where Photoshop crashes when I'm trying to save things, which sucks. So this will be you. Decor. So we need to have the same naming convention. So we would do decor 4, right? Yes. Okay, so we'll have decor 4. So that will be the initial frame. I almost forgot this. 400 pixels. So you will be decor 4. And then the idea is, if it's decor 4, that's when it would start changing. So let me show you. Okay, we'll save that one as PNG. Core 4, but then we're going to do -1. Yes, -1. Save that. Then we'll do frame 3, switch this to flicker 2. That's PNG, decor 4-2, and -3. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's come over here. We're going to do random between 1 and 4, so we just did number 4. And then we need the animation. So how are we going to do the animations? That is a great question. So let's do room decor animation. So if the variable what are we going to do here? Yes. Yes. Okay. So we just need to copy this conditional branch. So we'll get rid of that. So this is going to take if room. So if this room, whatever room you're in, so it's if room variable 840 plus whatever room you're in is equal to 4, which means you're a torch, then what you need to do, don't set a variable, don't do any of that. So we need an animation frame. Okay, so do we have any clear variables here? We have a variable here. Room, decor, animation, frame. So if you're equal to 0, then we're going to show the image. Room decor 4. What was the naming convention again? It was 4 dash. Yes. Yes, okay. So this will just show the initial frame. No. Yes? We don't need to work off of these variables, because we've already established we're on... Yes, okay. So we can get rid of that. So you're just going to show room decor 4-1 if you're at 0. And then variables, add 1 to the room decor animation. Okay. So then if you are at 1, you're going to show room decor 4-2, add to it. If you are at 2, show room decor 4-3, and then we're going to set the animation frames back to 0. Then we're also going to, so here at the end, this is going to be the amount of time we wait between the animations. I would say 5 frames is how long we want to wait between animation frames. So we're going to wait 5 frames. So this is going to be called label wait time. So when you do this, we want you to then jump to label wait time. Save for you and you. Okay, so this is going to be called, let's add a comment, torch 1 animation. Okay, so this is going to play the torch 1 animation. So this is just the torch on the left side. So if you're at a 2, let's have these in order. I was thinking about working backwards, but since we have the jump to label, which is just waiting, so this wait time is outside of this. So that way, it doesn't matter anyway, yeah, it won't matter. It won't play the animation. It'll just wait if that's the case. We can get rid of you. So we don't need any conditions. We just want you to be playing. I mean, yeah, because it's just waiting, right? It's just waiting. So let's do, yes. So if you are 4, which means you're torch number 1, then if you're equal to 0, then we're going to show picture decor 4-1, add 1 to it, go to wait time. After it waits 5 seconds, it starts again. If you are equal to 1, which then would be 4-3. Okay, so we have 1 more, which is if you're equal to 3, then do room decor 4. So we need you to just add 1 more so we can get up to 3, and then you reset the animation. Okay. I believe that should be good. So let's come over here. We're going to have it do a random number between 1 and 1 plus 4, which should just set the room decor to 4, which means on the first room we should get the torch, which should then, fingers crossed, there we go. Look at that. Look at that little guy. That little guy. Look at it. I wish I could reach it. I want to reach out and touch it. We've got an animated torch. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I like that. Oh, and it shows behind the monster. Oh, that's so perfect. I love that. It's got the animation frames. That makes me happy. That just makes me happy to see. Okay, so the animation is super easy then, which means we should be able to create things like dripping water down the walls, magical elements on the walls, things like that. Ah, that looks so nice. I love that. That looks fantastic. It shows behind all of that. That's good. Crap. Ouch. Let me get away from you. Ah, crap. And dead. Now, I do wonder, is it going to clear all of that? It should clear it, because I died. I have to start the dungeon over again. Yeah, there we go. So then, if I come over here and I change this to 1 through 4 plus 1, we now should get any and all different types of decor in the room. There we go. We've got our torch. We've got our different colored bricks. Crap. I want to see the rest of the dungeon. Don't kill me. Ah, crap. I need to give myself more health, or just higher dexterity. I just need to give myself higher dexterity so I can run from monsters. You know what? I'm going to do that right now because I'm so tired. I've already tested. So dexterity, just give me 20. That way, right now, I can never fail a dexterity saving throw on any of the monsters that I've created, so that's good. So, no brick. Perfect. Different colored bricks. I'm out of here, Gollum. Oh no, I only got a 12. Plus 20. And we got the glowing torch with the animation frames. I love it. Oh, that makes me so happy. I absolutely love that. Okay, so I'm thinking let's do one more like this. Let's do decor. Let's create a 4th over here. Oh, really quick, let's go back down to 25% so it's a little easier to edit pixel for pixel. Okay, so decor 4, let's move you over to there. This is going to be a different one though, because I want a torch, one on the left side, one on the right side, and one on both. So let's get rid of decor 3. Perfect. Does that just line up perfectly? I guess that makes sense. The bricks are all just repeating patterns, so it would make sense that it lines up. I just didn't think that it would. That's fine. So let's go with frame 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that means on decor. Yes. So let's do flicker 2. Is that gonna look weird? If I have the 2 of them, it's gonna be like doing something like this. Is that gonna look weird? I guess there's only one way to find out. There's only one way. There's only one way to find out. Let us give it a try and see what happens. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's resize this to 400%. So we're at this correct size. Alright. Let's do a little bit of this. So you are going to be decor 5. Okay. I'm going to do you. You are going to be a PNG. You are decor 5-1. And then we change the flicker to flicker 2. Change the frame to frame 1. You are PNG, you are decor 5-2, and then you are frame 4, which is decor 5-3. Okay, so at that point we can come over here. That scared me for a second. I forgot that I had moved over to this different map, and I thought I had lost a whole bunch of my scripts. That made me very nervous. Okay, so what we need to do then is copy this and paste it. So you are torch 2 animation. Yeah. Sorry, in my head, I had a very, very brief moment where I was like, what if I made it so you could have 2 decorations on the map at once? Which is, it would be fine. Technically, I could make it work. The only problem, nope. Okay, so if you're at 0, no. Sorry, I was a little worried there for a second. I was thinking that this was going to be affecting the same variable at the same time, which would be double adding to the variable, but it's not, because it's completely different branches. So if you're at 0, show 5-1, frame of animation. If you're at 1, show 5-2. If you are at 2, do 5-3. And if you are at 3, do decor 5, and then just set it to 0. There we go. And then if we come over here, change this to a random number between 1 plus 5. Yes. I should always set it so that's the right torch. The right torch. There we go. Shows only on the right side. Fantastic. So then, what we can do is we can turn on decor 3. And then here's what we're going to do. Yes. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, so flicker 1 is on. So then you are frame 4. You're going to be frame 1. You're going to be frame 3. Yes. So then we do PNG. Okay, so you are decor 6. And then we'll do frame 2, frame 4. You are PNG, frame 6-1. And you are frame 3 with flicker 1. And you are frame 1 with flicker 2. Okay. You are decor 6-2. And last but not least, you are frame 4 and frame 2. And that will just loop around. So we'll do 6-3. Okay. So let's change this to a 6. Okay. And then over here, we just need to create one more animation. So if you are equal to 6 torch 3 animation. Okay, so if you're at 0, do 6-1. Yeah. 6-2. 6-3. And 6. Okay, so I've already set the random room decoration to be 6, so we should always see the double torch. What are we thinking? Are we thinking it going like this is a little weird? I feel like it looks a little feel like it looks a little weird. Even if we come in here... I think I might just have it so that they go like that. We could slow it down a little bit. Have it be twice as long. It looks better slower. That was a fantastic suggestion. I do like having 10 frames. So that means that it's... let's see, because it runs at 60 FPS. So yeah, so we've got 6 frames of animation per second. Let's... Let's do this. So we've got that, but then let's take a look at if we do this. What I can do is just have it be flickering up at the same time. So the animations will be slightly different. So basically, so here's how I'm going to do it. So right here, we've got, we'll set this to flicker 1 as well. So it's the same flicker, just on different frames. So we're starting frame 2 and frame 4. So if we do this, 6, and then we'll do frame 1, frame 3, here's 6-1, frame 2, frame 4, and then we'll change the flicker to flicker 2 on, what did I do? Okay, we're good. So then flicker 2, flicker 2. So that way the animation of the fire will be off just a little bit, but the flickers will be the same. Yes. I think that'll look better. So then 3 and 1. Nope. We want PNG, not Pixar. Okay, that's 6-3. There we go. Okay. I think that'll be better. It's not bad per se. I think it's better than... I think it's better than having it go every other one. Because here's the thing. You're not going to see those all the time, right? Because right now we're up to 6 different types of decorations. So I think with the rare chances that you actually see the dual, because I would say probably more often than not, it's going to be singular torches, which does look better. I guess I could even just get rid of that one if I really wanted to. Just make it so you never see the dual torches. Yeah, I might just get rid of that one. I might just get rid of it so it's never dual torches. I feel like there's just something... Yeah, it's just difficult to make it look right. And I'm sure there's some way that I could. I just don't know with the flicker if it should be offset or the same. You know? Jeez. Here I am saying, oh, it's going to be more common for you to not see them. And then I run into 2 rooms back to back with them in it. 1/3 offset. Yeah, no. So I've got 4 frames of animation. So I could do a 1/4 offset. Yeah. Yeah. So I've got the 4 frames of animation. So you got frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. So unless I got rid of one of those frames. But I wonder if a 1/4 split would work better. So let's do flicker 1 there, flicker 2 there. Yeah, let's just say this. I'm going to not do the dual torch. That's how we're going to fix this. We're just going to not do it. So let's do decor 4. We'll just get rid of. Well, we still have it. We just won't have both of them on the screen at once. We're going to get rid of decor 6 in its current state. So we got flicker 1, frame 1. There we go. Flicker 2, frame 3. Okay. So that's the different decors. Perfect. Okay. So that's decor 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's right. That's right. Right? Crap. What do I have right now? So we've got the different colored bricks. That's right. Decor 1 is 0. Makes sense. I might actually... Let's actually do that. I need to rename these. So decor 1 is actually decor 2, decor 2 is decor 3, decor 3 is decor 4, and decor 4 is decor 5. That will just help me in my own head when I'm creating the decorations for the walls. I can actually see a visual representation of what the saved files actually are. Because yeah, decor 1 is, it's blank, it's just the brick wall, yada yada yada. Okay, so I think the only other decoration I'm going to do for this session is decor 6, so we can get rid of... Actually, let's come over here, because we don't need torch 3 animation, because we're not doing that, so let's delete that. Okay, so we won't have that animation. Because I think for decor 6, we're just going to go with something super simple. We are going to just add a little bit of crack and stuff to the bricks. So we'll just kind of add a little bit of this to some of the bricks. Should make them a little cracked and such. I meant to ask, did you mean to have this stream on Twitch called 7 Days to Die? Oh no, I forgot to change it on Twitch. I knew I forgot something. It sucks because I have it scheduled. Like I have a schedule on Twitch, which I wish is something I could do on YouTube. It's so weird, right? So on YouTube, I have to schedule each stream, but I can make the schedule and I can set up everything. I can set thumbnails, all that good stuff before I go live, and I can schedule these streams. But I have to do every single one. It does save them, so I can just kind of, reuse the same stuff. But on Twitch, I have a schedule that I can set up, the repeats, which is great. But if I ever switch, then it messes it up. And it goes off of the schedule. So I forgot to change the schedule, and so it was using that same one. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I completely forgot to change that. So if anyone has joined this stream expecting 7 Days to Die, and they saw this, I am so terribly sorry. Yeah. Alright, let's keep banging up these bricks. I might actually be a little bit too much destruction on that one. I'll just kind of add just a little bit of death and destruction to some of these bricks. Make a little more cracked. And again, we're not doing them to every brick, just a couple. Just a couple bricks here and there, trying to get a little bit of more variety on them. Gonna have that one cracked almost all the way through. Yeah, that should be good for that wall. This section here, just kind of a little bit on these. And the reason why I don't want to go too much on all of them is because if there's ever a room where there's no doors, I don't want to make it too obvious that it's not putting cracks over the doors, right? So that's why I'm not doing all the bricks and not doing too much, just so we can avoid that. Because again, we're trying to make these decorations universal. So it doesn't matter if there's a door or not. You can always just use the same decoration frames. Or images, or whatever. I guess technically you'd say frames, because some of them are animated. So let's just kind of bang up some of these bricks a little bit more. A little bit of destruction here. And as the bricks get a little bit larger, as your field of view, you know, with field of view, I can add a little bit more. That's too much. That's too much. Here I am saying I can add a little bit more, and then I go a little bit too crazy. Okay. There. A bit more there. And... okay. I think that should be good. Maybe a little bit down here. How do we do that? H. There we go. I hate seeing... this grid is great to see when I'm trying to do work, like when I just want to see what I've done. So much better with it gone. Okay. Feels a little bit off up here, so let's add a little bit of jank up here. Oop. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, no. We do not want to do that break. The reason being, if we ever switch over to here, actually, that could be a great way to make it look a little bit more like it carries over. If just on the very edges here, because then if there is no door, it still gives you a little bit. Yeah. That's probably a little bit too much on that one. Let's get rid of that. Is it too much? Yeah, let's get rid of it on this brick. Most of it. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so let's resize that. 400. I know that looks super weird, but that's how it's going to look. Save you as a PNG. Do decor. Okay, so we can get rid of decor 6s. And then keep 6, but it's now this. So, come over here. Okay, I just want to make sure we've got this set properly. Okay, we're doing 1 plus 6, because I just want to see how that looks in the game itself. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks fine. I don't think it looks too obvious that there's missing doors, that it's like going around the doors there. Because that's the biggest thing, is I don't want it to look like it's going around the doors, right? Okay, Yeah, okay, I think at this point we're good to just leave that randomization on. Because... there we go. We got some vines. Move over. We've got a torch. Move up. We've got some cracked bricks, but then if you come back... hold up. That is not good. Okay, so how are we going to fix that? So the thing I'm seeing right now is as you move, that's fine, right? Like you're moving from one room to the next, and it looks fine. But when you're moving into the next room that has an animation, before the movement animation of it moving you down finishes, it starts showing the torch, which is not good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say the POV transition. So this is playing the animation here. And then that turns on new room. But I believe new room gets turned off after a little bit. So, okay, so that turns on new room. Okay, yeah. So then it turns on new room, it does all of that, and then it turns off new room. So let's say on the animation, if new room is on, which new room is... why am I not seeing new room? Where's new room? What switch is that? There we go. New room, 12. If new room is on, do not play animation. Yes. So, I believe that should fix that, because it's still going to show the stuff. It's just not going to start animating things until the transition animation finishes. So if we leave, if we come back... ah, crap. Why is it doing that? I don't think I need a whole new page. I just need this to be in its own conditional branch. If new room is off, then I want you to do all these things. Yes. Because it's not turning on new... oh, that's right, because it's not turning... ah, crap. Okay, so when it's playing the transition, it's not turning on new room until after it's done with this whole thing. Which should be fine, right? Yeah, that should be fine. So why is it playing the animation early? Why is it playing that animation? Okay, let's find... come over here. Why is it playing that animation early? Because if we press down, see, you can see back here, it's showing that torch before the animation even like finishes at all. But new room is not on. It is currently off. Okay, how are we going to handle that? Okay, so this is player's position equals 4. So it's changing the player's position pretty quickly then, yeah? So this is when we're pressing down. Set the player's location. And then turn on transition. Well, then this turns off transition, yeah? Okay. Do we need a whole nother switch? I think we need a whole nother switch. So what we need to do is... Yes. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to, when you press a button, like when you try to move, right? If you try to move down, starts all this, so turn on, or, yes. So turn on stop animations. So it turns on stop animations, so then if we need to add that to all the other ones, and let's, just for clarity's sake, let's stop decor animations. And then you, if stop decor animations is on, nope, if you're off. So if stop decor animations is off, you can play this stuff. But if you're not, then don't do any of that. So then if we come over here to the transitions, then here, when it does new room, we can now turn off stop decor animations. Yes. Yes. Okay. So then it's doing all that. So if we come over here, we'll just kill you for now, just so we can not have to worry about this when we're testing this. Die! Okay, so if we come over here, so if I press left, it shouldn't start playing the animation until it's fully transitioned. Or it could just not play the animation at all. I mean, on the bright side, at least it's... oh wait, what am I... If stop decor animations is off, you should be able to do that. So what is happening here? What is happening here? So switch 30, stop decor animations is off. So if we transition, stop decor animations is still on. Why? Why is that the case? You should be... I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. There's an animation for every direction you can go. Up, down, left, right. And it was only turning it off if you were moving down. Okay. So we should be able to move over. Kill this guy. Do I need to worry about killing him? I've got a lot of dexterity. No, we're fine. We're fine. But then I've got to do this freaking evasion every time. I think I want to add a way for you to skip that. Okay, there we go. It's animating. Let's just kill this guy. Oh my gosh. Was that a bug, I see? That was a bug. That is a very bad bug. Okay, let's see if I can recreate that so I can write down that I need to fix that. Okay, so if I believe the bug was when I bust. Well, I didn't bust. Okay, when I bust. Oh my gosh. Okay, when I bust. 3 aces, okay. Jeez. Is that right? 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's right. Wow, that is a crazy hand. 3 aces and a jack. 4 aces and a jack. Crap. Okay. So there's already a problem there. Let's write this down. Let's write this down so that I don't forget what's happening. When hand busting, disable attack button. So basically the issue is when you bust, when you go over 21, you're still able to click the attack button. And when you're able to click the attack button, it breaks everything. Because it's then trying to say, okay, attack, but you can't attack because your draw is over 21, which is the rule of Blackjack. If you're over 21, you can't. Yeah, so we need to make sure that that gets disabled if you are over 21. For now, though, of course, I've got back-to-back torch rooms. Okay, so let's test this. So I should be able to move over to the right and have that. There we go. Okay, so it still animates, but it doesn't show before the transition animation finishes. And then it goes. Perfect. Well, there we go. Whew. All right. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. All right. Well, that took much longer than I was anticipating. I didn't expect that to take 2 hours. But I also did go a little bit crazy with all the different animations. I mean, we made 6 different room decorations. So, you know, I'd say it was a pretty good start. Again, I'm going to be creating tons more just to add a lot of variety to the rooms so that as you're going through the rooms, you can be like, oh yeah, that's the torch room. That was the cracked brick room, torch room, vine room. But the thing is, like right now with only 6, you know, you've got 6 different decorations and you've got a potential for 60 different rooms right here, right? Like right up here. You've got 60 different rooms you could be in. So, you know, 6 decorations is not going to get you very far in terms of variety. So what we're going to have to do is, yeah, make a whole bunch more variety, which is possible. It just is going to take time. You just have to do the animations, which is fine. I like the animations. It's a good time. But yeah, so we got the room decorations working, which is fantastic. And I think they all work pretty well. We also got the animations for the room decorations, so I can have as many frames of animation as I wanted. It could be a simple 2 animation thing. It could be a 50 animation frame animation. But I think it'll help add some variety to the dungeons. I also, at some point, and this is eventually once I have more floors, but eventually I want the floors to also be different. So right now it's all just gray brick, right? And different shades of gray on some of the rooms. But eventually I want to make it so that you are working with different colored bricks. Brown bricks, blue bricks, red bricks, whatever. Just to make each floor feel even more different from the last. So, but that's that. So we can come over here to Trello and just say add dungeon decorations is finished. Let's also say today we add decoration variety. We'll say we did 6 of them. Set that to finish. And then let's add more room decorations. This will be for later, because again, I'm going to be out the rest of this week, you know, with it being the holidays, but, well, not the rest of this week, but until Friday. So I'm not doing Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. But Friday, I should be back with the normal stream, which is, you know, starting around 10. So today was just a little bit earlier, because we're packing up. We're going to be heading out for the holidays. So I figured I'd do a little bit earlier so I could still do a couple hours, because I wanted to be able to add the decoration variety to the engine. But yeah, that got that added, so we're good to go. Yeah, so let's hide that. Let's just kind of set this back to its default right over here. There we go. We will save that. Let's also set this back down to 25%, so we're ready to just start decorating with that later. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, eventually, probably, and I might do a little bit of work off stream, which if I do some work off stream this week, we'll go over what I did later. It may be adding more decorations. I'll probably fix this bug, or maybe I'll wait till the next stream. Adding the auto draw. I really wanted to get that. It's fine. It's fine with that. Yeah. There's also some better intro dialogue that I want to add. Because right now, obviously, when you start, it's just choose your person, name your person, and then you're good to go. Which is fine. I do want to polish it a little bit more. And obviously, eventually, we're going to have some type of tutorial. I do want to eventually make it so that this is compatible with controller. So you could play the controller with a Steam Deck, things like that. I think that would be a good time. Because eventually, I would like to, when I get this finished, get it up on Steam. Hopefully it's enjoyable enough to actually put it on there. But yeah, I think this will be a fun, just a dungeon crawling thing to have on your Steam Deck. I think it'd be a good time. Obviously, we have a lot of work before we can get to that point. But yeah, I feel like it'd be a fun one to be able to play on a Steam Deck. So, and it looks like Frojo agrees with me. So, fantastic. All right, well, I think we're going to call that today. So, yeah, like I said, I might do a little bit of work off stream, and then we'll kind of go over that on Friday if I did do anything. If not, since it's the holidays, I'll probably be spending a lot of time with family, so I might not actually have time. But with that, I think we're going to call that good. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Any new viewers that tuned in for a little bit, I appreciate it. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. And yeah, hope everyone has a fantastic week. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever you may be celebrating. And yeah, we will see you all on Friday, as long as nothing too crazy happens. So thanks again, and we'll see you then. Bye.